today I'm doing a review of the Pakt One Travel Bag. And you might be asking, David, why are you reviewing a travel bag on your seemingly photo video tech channel? It's because we're going to Hawaii. For Morgan and my 4-year wedding anniversary, which is next week, we are going to the big island of Hawaii for a little vacation. We're taking Eleanor with us. And as a celebration for this channel crossing 20,000 subscribers, we're gonna vlog the whole thing. So make sure you're subscribed below. We're super stoked to take you guys along for the adventure. And lastly, like this video, because that's all that's left. You've already subscribed, you've already commented. You might as well like the video. I don't know why you wouldn't. Okay, I'm mostly packed up for this trip. We leave in a few hours. All right, today I'm gonna review the Pakt One Travel Bag because if you guys haven't heard about this thing online, which I would be shocked if you haven't seen it already, I've been super curious about it, and we finally got our hands on a couple, and we're gonna take them to Hawaii with us, test them out, do the full 7-day test with them. But today I'm gonna give you kind of a first look with how I packed it, how I used it. I'm super impressed. I gotta start off with that, is damn, this thing is smart. Yeah, that's what this bag is. This bag is just straight up clever. I'm gonna review this bag, and then I'm gonna end this video with like a lightning round version of our 20 must-have travel items. So I'm just gonna burn through them super quick and let you guys know what we have to have with us on every trip we go on, no matter where we go. All right, onto this bag. As you guys know, with any of my camera backpacks, I always say accessibility to your stuff is the most important part of any bag, and this bag delivers. Okay, check this out. To get into the bag, there's 3 zippers on top. This zipper in the middle, it goes all the way around the bag, or most of the way around the bag, like that. And then the entire bag becomes like this suitcase layout. It is super slick. You can kind of see how I have it laid out. On this side of the bag, I mainly have clothes. This is kind of where I went for the clothes side because of the mesh and all that. So on top, I have a windbreaker, super easy. We are a packing cube family, so we use packing cubes. In this is my shirts, all my shirts, board shorts, and I think that's it. And then in this packing cube is socks and underwear, and there's also a rash guard in that side. And that all just fits in this side really nicely. It's got a big back pocket, and they give you a laundry bag, but I'm not using this laundry bag. I have my own that I'll talk about later. And inside both side panels is these little mesh pockets, which are super sweet for carrying small stuff. I don't really have anything on this trip to put in there, but yeah, all that fits on just this one side. So all my underwear and socks in this packing cube, all my shirts and everything in this packing cube, and bink, rain jacket goes on top. I always travel with a windbreaker. I'll tell you more about that later also. Boom, one side. Now on this side, it's got a neat trick. So this bit right here is a laptop compartment. So if I open this up, my 15-inch MacBook Pro just slides in there. And the sweet thing about it is that when it's in there and this whole bag is closed, it's got like the ultimate padding. It has all my clothes around my laptop to pad it. The one downside, the one thing I could see them improving is floating this pocket. What I mean by that is right now this pocket goes all the way to the bottom of the bag. If you just sewed it like an inch higher, it would mean that my laptop wouldn't touch the ground. So let me show you what I mean. When it's closed, I can access my laptop, which again is super sweet. So this bag is maybe in the overhead compartment or however I have it just sitting and I need to reach in. I just open this top bit and boom, my laptop comes out. But when I put it back in, listen closely, it goes all the way to the bottom of the bag. And that's really not that big of an issue, but while the sides of my laptop are really well protected, that bottom bit is hitting the ground when I put my bag down too hard. Again, just don't put your bag down very hard. But the super easy fix to that is reduce that pocket's depth by like 1/2 inch, and your laptop would go, and it would stop 1/2 inch before the bottom of the bag. So maybe for the Pakt 2, you do that, just an idea. Back to this open configuration. Take my laptop out and this whole panel opens up. On this side, I'm able to put 2 pairs of shorts for Hawaii, a packable folding blanket, because wives get cold on airplanes. And my version of a laundry bag, which I really like, a pair of flip-flops and my DOP kit, all in this one side. And then same with this side, there's a back panel zipper in there, and there's two of those little side mesh pockets, which I think would be useful for like small bottles, things like that would fit really well in there. But not like water bottles, like toiletry goods. All right, let's get this all back in there. Dink, dink. What I'm kind of shocked about is how much I can get in this bag, because this is only a 35-liter bag. Or they say it's only a 35-liter bag. I almost don't believe them, because normally I travel with a 40-liter backpack, and I feel like I have way more in here than I've ever put in my 40-liter backpack, and it's comfortable. It's not like jammed in here by any means. All right, back to these 3 zippers. So the middle zipper opens the entire bag clamshell style, and if you open it halfway, you can reach in and grab your laptop, super easy. But these 2 side zippers access both of those sides. So with the bag normal just on its side, I can open this up and reach in and grab that blanket that I packed suitcase style, but I can pull it out briefcase style. That I like. This reminds me very much of the Peak Design everyday backpack, where there's multiple access points to the same pocket. I like that. I like being able to access one pocket multiple ways. So from both the top and the clamshell layout, I can get to everything inside this bag. Then on the front of the bag, there's these 2 large zipper pockets, which just quick access, I think. I mean, I've got my eye mask in one over here. I have a battery charger in one. There's a little key hooky thing in here, so I'm sure once we get to the airport, I'll go put my keys on there, so at the end of the trip, I know where to find them. And on this side, I've got my laptop charger. Super easy, super well organized. Those 2 pockets, super useful. And then lastly, on the back of the bag is one large magnetic pocket that I can just reach my hand into. This is probably where I'm gonna put my boarding passes. So boarding passes, documents that while it's on me, I just need to reach in, grab, pull out, and use. Probably go in there. And then below that is another zipper pocket, which good place to put valuables, but also it has a little hidden feature. They call this the TSA pocket, with the idea being that you'll put this bag on the conveyor belt. You'll put this on the conveyor belt and you'll take everything out of your pockets, wallet, keys, cell phone, things like that. You'll put it in here, just leave it like that, let it run through the x-ray, and when you get out on the other side, you can just grab your bag and go, as opposed to making sure that you've pulled everything out of the little bins and, oh, I left my keys, I left my wallet, I left my chapstick in the bin. Which totally happens to me, you know, every now and then. So a nifty little feature to have on the bag, just something that pulls out and yeah, makes TSA a little easier. Whatever will make TSA easier, I'm on board with. And then the main carry form for this is either the 2 top handles for duffel style carry or the padded strap for shoulder carry. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a shoulder bag for me because I wear my photo backpack and then I'll kind of sling this up on top of my shoulder also, which is new for me. I'm usually a backpack kind of guy, but I think this is worth trying out. The bag itself, the packing ability, the way it packs is what intrigued me the most. This whole clamshell design turns kind of a small duffel into more of a suitcase style layout. And while using my 40-liter backpack, I usually only ever packed for like 3 to 5 days. With this thing right now, I'm packed for 8 days, no problem. And that's the thing I think that Morgan and I have both commented on with the bag. One, it's super high quality. All the materials are very impressive. The zippers in particular are very impressive. I know they're YKK zippers, but they're that like weatherproof kind with the rubber on them that makes them kind of harder to pull, but they feel better. Like when you pull it, you're like, oh yeah, that's a good zipper right there. But again, the main bit about this bag has just been that I'm shocked at how much I fit in it. Maybe it's just more organized. Like the fact that it's more organized helps me fit more into a smaller space. Weird. Okay, so that's the Pakt One Travel Bag. We're gonna be using these all through Hawaii, so if I learn any more like pro tips about them or kind of learn anything else about the bag itself, we'll we'll update you in our vlog. But one of the questions we got asked a ton when we did the Maui travel videos was, what were like the must-have things that we always have on our packing list? I'm gonna attach a full PDF packing list below, which I think is super helpful for anyone traveling anywhere. But right now, lightning round style, I'm gonna go through 20 things that are always with us on every trip we go, no matter where it is. Number 1, AirPods, because, you know, they're AirPods. Number 2, Bose noise canceling headphones. I know I have AirPods with me, but on airplane rides and while I'm editing videos, these are my go-to. Number 3, a Exo Gear travel speaker. This travel speaker is waterproof. It sounds decent enough, has a shocking Bluetooth range, and is 100% waterproof. I could throw it in the pool, we could go swimming with it or snorkeling with it, and it lives and it stays fine. So as a travel speaker, this thing is kind of our indestructible go-to. Number 4, Belkin Power Travel Strips. This travel strip here is 3 plugs in the front, 2 USB on top, all from 1 plug. So if I find a spot in the airport or in our hotel room and I go plugged in, boom, 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 I can plug 3 more things in plus 2 USBs. I think we usually travel with 2 of these. They're kind of amazing. Number 5, Anchor power banks. We always have a 5,000 milliamp power bank with us, and then on our bigger bag, we carry a 26,000 milliamp power bank. They're just kind of your must-have if you're a gadget gear guy like me. Number 6, because they're not just in my camera bags, headlamps. Always travel with headlamps. They go everywhere with us. Flashlights are cool and all, but with headlamps, you can use your hands. Number 7 is back in here, and it's packing cubes. We use Eagle Creek packing cubes, and they're incredible, mainly because when you reach into your bag to pull out something like shirts, I needed a shirt for today. I reach in, I grab this 1 cube, I open it up, I grab my shirt out of it, I put it back, and I haven't messed up everything else in there. If you pack without travel cubes and you just got a pile of stuff all in there and you're like, look how well it's packed, by day 3, it's just a mess. And with packing cubes, my dress shirt's on top, I pull that off, 2 board shorts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 t-shirts all rolled and lined up, and yeah, ready to go. A little OCD, I know, but it makes traveling better. Number 8 is also in here. It is my dry bag for laundry. We use the dry bags, like the Sea to Summit full-on dry bags, and the reason we use these is because you can take your dirty clothes, you put them in here. Once you got it kind of set, roll the top down, then you clip it, and other laundry bags would look like this, which is ridiculous. But this has a one-way membrane on the bottom where you can push it and squeeze it. And once you squeeze it all the way down, now it's kind of vacuum sealed and takes up less room in your bag. Number 9 is some sort of water shoe or sandal. I rock Tevas, and I know they look ridiculous. I agree with you, but they're super useful because they're shoes, but then you can jump into the water with them, get out of the water, walk around, jump back into the water, and you're good. I got these after our Thailand trip where I jumped in the water, we swam around for a little bit, and then while I was swimming, I didn't realize we were kind of close to the bottom, and I kicked a rock on the bottom and sliced my foot open in Thailand. And at that moment I knew I need some water shoes. Number 10 is, it's the pants I'm wearing, but it's hard to, hang on. Okay. Number 10 is these pants that I wear in like a lot of videos, but I also wear them like 4 out of 7 days during the week. But they're like tight ankled. They're like jogger pants, but they're by Koala Adventure Pants. I always have a link to them in the description because people ask me about them in these videos constantly. 3 more Koala items that we always have with us. One is this packable blanket. It gets this small, but then it gets this big. It's this big blanket, and it's surprisingly warm. This side is perfect for like grass because it's waterproof. So if grass is wet or the ground is wet, we put it down like this. We sit on this side. That side gets the water, and we stay dry. But it's also surprisingly warm, so on airplane rides or things like that, I always have it with us. Even on road trips, I keep it in the car with us because, you know, wives get cold. And then it just, and then boom, it just folds back up like that. Right back in the bag. Travel blanket, always with us. On every trip, I always bring 2 jackets of sorts, and one is a windbreaker that, this is outdoor research, but I always have a windbreaker / rain jacket with me. And then I use Qualitree's coffee hoodie, which is made a lot out of coffee beans somehow. I don't know how they do it, but somehow this hoodie is made out of coffee beans and it's shockingly warm. But with this hoodie and this rain jacket, I'm kind of never cold. Especially when you layer them together. Everyone knows the secret to warmth in adventure is layers. The last bit of Qualitree gear that we use is a packable backpack. Lots of companies make these, we just like Qualitree's because it gets so tiny, and then out of this little tiny thing comes a full day pack. Look at that. I don't know how that happens either. Usually while we go on hikes, things like that, Morgan wears this as her backpack and carries snacks, sunscreen, things like that. And then it just packs back into its own pocket like that. I love things that pack into their own pocket. I don't know why that's so clever, but it always excites me. Boom, number 14, packable backpack. Number 15 is collapsible water bottles. We use hydro flasks and things like that while we're at home, but while we travel, we use these collapsible waters by Vapure. Basically, just a plastic bag. You fill it up with water, water bottle. Has a carabiner clip, which is nice to kind of hook onto your bag while you're hiking or cruising through the airport, things like that. Then when it's empty, it rolls up and it becomes this tiny little thing in your bag and not some big hydro flask that you have to jam in your bag even though it's empty. Number 15, 2 pairs of sunglasses. If you've ever traveled with 1 pair of sunglasses, you've probably ended up buying sunglasses while on vacation. 2 pairs at all times, because you're probably gonna break or lose one. Number 16, a wine opener. I know this sounds silly, but we like wine, and every time we go buy a bottle of wine while on vacation, we end up having to buy a wine opener. Shockingly, TSA has never taken this from me, but it might be a good idea to put this in your checked bag, not your carry-on. I don't know, it seems like something TSA would take, but they never have. Number 18 is my eye mask, because I like sleeping on airplanes. Although now that we have Eleanor, it's gonna be harder. Like we'll have to take turns. One of us can sleep while the other one watches Eleanor, and then we'll trade off. I'll probably sleep while she watches Eleanor. Along with the eye mask, obviously earplugs, because, you know, earplugs are great. Especially on airplanes with a crying kid. I don't know whose kid will be crying, but hopefully not ours. Number 19, a sink stopper. I know this one sounds silly, but 1, it doesn't take up hardly any room in your bag, and it can stop up pretty much any size sink. So whether it's the kitchen sink in your hotel room, the bathtub that maybe doesn't have a good stopper, stop it up, fill it with water, throw in a little laundry detergent, laundry. And number 20, because you knew it was coming. On every trip I go on, I bring sporks, because especially during travel, you really do need sporks. Okay, 20 items. There it is. That's our lightning round items. I think that's it. Oh, bonus item. This is a bonus item. We always travel with these stickers. This is a sticker that says The Adventures of Mav and Mo, which is a nickname that Morgan and I adopted a long time ago. And what we do with these stickers is super fun. As we travel the world, whether it's a hotel room or a cool restaurant that we really like, we'll hide these stickers. So we're not putting them up graffiti style, but we'll hide them, maybe like under a table or behind a sink thing or something like that, where no one will see them. And the idea is that in the future, when we come back to those places, we'll see our sticker somewhere. So as we hide them while we travel, we write down where they are. Oh, and then also when you go to a cool bar where there's like stickers everywhere, or there's a cool wall at a restaurant where there's stickers everywhere, we have something to add, and then one can be kind of out in the open and it's not so hidden. Yeah, stickers. These are fun. You guys should get custom stickers made for I don't know, your family. It's a super fun idea, and if you ever travel the world and you see this sticker right there, Adventures of Mav and Mo, you will know that we were there. Okay, I think that's everything. That is the Pakt One bag. We are taking off to Hawaii right now. We are off to Hawaii in whoa. Hey, baby, we gotta go. Eye mask, gotta have it with you. Ow, freaking heck. Poked myself right in the eye.